Tietää mielessään on aika lähteä pois. Metsä kutsuu kulkijaa rauhan sielulleen se tois. Kylmäks käynyt maa jo kutsuu taas sen kulkijaa. Vuoret rikko taivaan
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the world of Grandiasha. And welcome back to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We are happy to have you. Thank you for following Wisps to join us in tonight's story time for the journey of Grandiasha with our lovely players, as usual. One of our players will be leaving shortly to go home, so they're currently here with us on their phone, thankfully. But they will be gone for a little bit. We're going to go on ahead and get started, and we're going to have Dwindle do the recap tonight, as I am putting finishing touches on an item I should have been working on for the last 2 weeks. So, Dwindle, go on ahead and take it away, and you all enjoy the lovely voice. Enjoy the lovely voice of my fellow DM.
Last time, we ran. There's no other way to explain it. We ran. From this. We ran from this. For an idea how big this seat is. This is one of us. Look up, look at the difference. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. See the difference? This is scaled. This is scaled. It's this big. It's this big. At least I think it's this big. It can be this big. Or it can be this big. Big difference. This is an adult. This is ancient. Big difference. As you can tell, I like dragons. Dragons are awesome. But with other than that, Venus running from this, releasing this stream from its slumber, and it now running amok on our world of Grandiasha. We're having fun with new items. Somebody died, sadly. One of our NPCs we got 4 lines from died. Or is it free? But sadly, he's dead. But yeah. Now we're missing out with fun new items. We have a dwarven thrower, bag of holding, a scroll generation, which our artificer has purposes, has for I do not know what. I'm up in wings. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Luckily for us, we don't have to fight anything on the way in, sadly. Good or bad. And after 2 weeks of travel, we have entered a blank slate. Well, more of a cliffhanger. Fun little thing. Snow, in a way, we can't really say anything. So maybe we have a city to return to. Hopefully. Hopefully. Dragons. Here be dragons. Miss anything? It's gonna be good. Oh yeah, we have a good ghost friend now. I like ghost friend. Ghost friend's awesome. His name's Eddie. You have a dead ghost friend. I want to call him Link. Really badly. I don't think we got enough loot. We should just go back while the dragon's away.
Honestly, now we wouldn't really care, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great idea. but
Now that we're all the way
I
back
don't
to
think our
Crestia.
character won't do that.
So we got a red dragon, and we
Yeah.
got also a massive white dragon in the north. That I don't want to worry about either of them.
We apparently also might have Tamir, the gold dragon.
I'm not fighting. I don't want to fight a dragon yet.
Nope.
I want to, but I also know that would be the death of all of us, and therefore no.
It's all fun and games until the DM pulls out a dragon when we think we're safe and looting stuff.
Yeah.
It's all fun and games until the DM pulls out 10d6.
It's terrifying.
No, it's not 10d6. It's 12d6. My bad.
Oh.
Yikes.
I'm talking adult, not ancient.
We're gonna die.
What is it on average, Lance? 87, 97 roughly.
Oh gosh, imagine if Firestorm is still alive.
115 points of average damage. Yeah.
Sweet goodness. That sounds awful.
Sounds like
Wait
fire
a few levels.
A few levels. Let's try 14. Because we're level 6.
Are we level 6? I thought we were level 5.
We're level
We're
6.
we're level 6 or level 7. We're
Yeah,
level
we're
6.
6.
Yeah, 14
Yes?
levels.
Oh,
See you guys in another year.
I mean, we only leveled up 4 times in the last year. It's gonna take us more than another year to level up that many more times.
Possibly. Oh yeah, we also killed the Beastmaster. That was a fun fight. If you guys saw 2 weeks ago, spoilers. Crap, spoilers.
Stop
Spoilers. What have I done? No. The power I have.
We all made a lot of mistakes in the last couple sessions.
mistakes. I see none.
Don't know what I'm talking about.
We got magic items. Yay, magic.
Magic.
Magic items are just the best. Change my mind.
Well, we don't have to
wait,
change
you're
your mind.
right.
We have to change Dwindle's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True. True.
very much so.
There's a big difference between fun magic and evil magic. He's been messing with that bag of holding of his for.
Yeah, don't you hate magic? You're using a bag of holding, dude.
Miss Good
Why?
Magic.
Why do I feel like Dwindle at one point just put a whole bunch of snow in it and then just unraveled it onto the group?
No.
That would be May if she got her hands on it.
Tempting as it is, there is way too much gold in there now.
That's fair. Okay, so what are we coming up to on Crestia? In Crestia?
Well, after 2 weeks of travel, with no worry of creatures attacking the group, as the dragon's release seems to have caused the forests and lands to be almost dead, in the sense of there is no reactions, there are no animals out and about, there is no scurrying, there is no hunting, there is nothing. Everything leaves the group be, as the dragon's appearance has caused quite a stir in the wildlife. After the group that they had ventured with had lost Sarah, they seemed to have fallen quite silent for most of this trip. Only really talking when necessary, calling out when something's in the way, and when they need to change course. Coming upon Crestia and seeing the city in the distance. I would like perception checks to try and make out details from this distance.
That's a nat 20 plus 6.
Paranoid dwindle. Advantage? Question mark or no?
No advantage.
He's big. He's dope. Yeah, he's been paranoid.
15.
16 plus numbers 20. Dirty.
5.
You're too fascinated by new item.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't care. I can probably destroy everything. I don't care.
Just nonchalantly. Yeah, everyone in that city's dead. Even that orc. No, orc's in every city. No! Jericho!
From this distance, anybody that got a 12 or above can see that there is a portion of the wall that has been destroyed.
Oh.
There is a portion of the wall that was defending the city that has been destroyed. Those that got a 16 or above can see behind the wall within the city itself. There are a number of buildings that have been razed to the ground. Not all of them, however.
Ooh.
And it doesn't look like it was just randomly burned. Those that got a 19 to 20 or above can see that it looks deliberate. And it looks like there is a spot upon a few of the buildings where the dragon seemingly landed, placing its claws upon the building to hold itself over those that it looked down upon. And each of the buildings that are razed to the ground are within distance of this landing spot. What would you all like to do?
We couldn't have seen Crestia without getting close to, the Hunter's Hall, was it? Is that gone?
It looks like the abandoned exploration team's mansion has been left.
It's abandoned?
No. Not abandoned
No?
by the people like the explorers, but abandoned as in the building itself has been left to them due to its abandonment originally. The still abandoned looking building looks as though it's been left alone.
Okay.
As well as hard and just looks pale. as he suspected this would happen.
Yeah,
What
and they stay silent as well.
is gonna look to the other group? Uh, what do we do about the information about the dragon? They'll kill us.
As explorers, we take a risk every time that we go out. Care begins. As explorers, we are not held responsible for what may happen in the ruins. However, this is not merely a cursed item that has come back to the city. We had no idea what was in that vault that you all talked about. We don't know what you saw. We don't even know if you're the reason that the dragon is released. And as far as anybody else knows,
Nope. I've broken the curse. Yep, that works. I broke the curse. Nothing bad happened to me. Knock on wood.
Yet. Yeah, yet.
I just knocked on wood. Hardwood. Ow.
Is Wolf froze?
hello?
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello, hello? Anywho. As far as anybody else knows, the dragon simply appeared. We don't know if you all released it. We don't know if it simply came from the wastelands. All we know is that a dragon has appeared. But
So you're just saying that we shouldn't tell anybody about it?
what they don't know can't hurt them.
What they know can kill us, hurt us.
I guess that's fair.
And in all honesty, between dealing with you all and a dragon, I personally believe that the dragon is the bigger issue. But people need something to blame. People need somebody to point their finger at for this. And right now it's the dragon. If anything were to be said, or if it did turn out that you all were the reason that it released, then they would point the finger at you instead. Whether it was an accident on purpose, whether you made a deal with the dragon, whether or not you all ran from it, ran with us, were with us the entire time, it doesn't matter. We would end up with the finger pointed at us. And you. So, what they don't know can't hurt them. But
How do we tell them that there's a dragon, though? They'll ask, how do we know? Like, is it just, we seen it?
we saw
We have
it.
to help these people.
We saw it flying over on our way back.
Okay.
It wouldn't be lying.
Stretching the truth a little bit. But
We saw it burst out of some ruins.
No. We just saw it fly over as we were coming back.
That works. Same story. That works.
leave the
That
details
is-
out about it.
Until we meet the right person to get help about it. Well, we know where it there is. At least. Right.
Right.
Maybe we could get some powerful people to go, well, kill it.
Seems impossible.
Stories say of them doing it before. Right? And this...
You all would know
I hardly believe that.
of the stories of people killing dragons in the past. You would also know that this war between East and West was also fought with dragons. However, the last time that a dragon was killed, and even then wasn't truly killed, was Firestorm, one of the dragon gods. Stories tell of the party of heroes that stopped Firestorm. A high elf, a dark elf, a tiefling, a dwarf, and a human.
Well, that human gotta be dead.
There are stories saying that the dark elf and the dwarf are still alive.
Alive?
And in fact, one of the stories is true. As almost all of you would have heard of the Queen of Freyant. The Queen of Freyant, the Dark Elf. However, the stories of the dwarf dwindled, and we are not entirely sure in the history of this world if the stories of the dwarf dwindled simply because he passed on, or if he went into hiding.
Great. My serious character is now a joke. I love it.
Well, this is DM to player information, so do with that what you will, but you all know that these stories all inevitably point to the fact that only 2 of the party members are still alive. The tiefling, people believe that he likely passed away as well. People know that the human passed away as he passed in Golderton and actually has a statue erected in his honor. However, the high elf disappeared during the fight. A lot of the stories say one way or the other, depending on who you ask. But growing up, a lot of you would have probably heard the stories of, or at least are almost old enough to know the difference in opinion based off of who you ask. Some say the high elf simply ran away. Others believe that the high elf died fighting Firestorm. Some believe that the magic that caused Firestorm to ascend somehow managed to cause the high elf to disappear, be teleported, forced from this plane. They're not entirely sure. But every story that you hear is at some point or another during the fight with Firestorm, the high elf disappeared. Somehow.
What a way to go. Being sent to the flame, fire plane, or whatever. Slipping fire, right?
But that all is DM to player information.
So obviously we should.
Care looks to you all. If you want, we can head to the city now, or we can stay here for the night.
What time is it?
What time is it?
Yeah.
It's about mid-afternoon when y'all get back.
We gotta be so exhausted. 4 weeks out in the frigid north. A month's time. Oof.
I know we just got here, but maybe we should stay out here. Make sure the dragon isn't there still and plan our next move.
Is there smoke? Or is there no more smoke?
Doesn't seem like there's any more smoke. There are little... From the bigger buildings that were raised, you can see that there's still like little puffs here and there when something's moved. But other than that, it doesn't look like there's any smoke remaining. It looks like this happened a little while ago.
Is there any sign of life with our perception rolls?
Mm-hmm. You can see that at the base of the wall that was destroyed, it seems that there are a number of guards about a platoon's worth, trying to put together the safety to try and keep whatever is in the north to the north. As you all experience, the wastelands are not exactly a very peaceful place, and on your trip back, the only reason it was even peaceful at all was the dragon appearance. So, you all can see that there is a number of guards trying to rebuild the wall as quickly as possible, just in case. You can also see within the town that there are a number of guards with guard tents set up. There are a number of medical tents set up. There are a number of people within the city, seemingly trying to rebuild or deal with damages or simply help those that don't have a place to go home to.
I think we should go back and try to help them.
Lance, how much more has hide do I have? I don't know either. I got a lot. That's all I know. Dwindle wants to go help and give some of it out for blankets at the same time. Me, as player, is like, same time, Dwindle's like,
Well, I would say, I'm going to be nice, because of having to carry everything that you've collected, and the hide being one of the heavier parts as well, I would say you have about 34 to 35 pounds of Remora's hide, as well as a mix of other parts as well that you've collected.
wonderful. And this is enough hide for rat people then? A lot of people, right? Or great.
I'd say you could, if you were willing to cut it up and fashion it into blankets big enough for a person, you could probably fit, since it's the hide itself that was holding the carapace underneath, or it was underneath the carapace holding it, it's a thinner layer, but it's also still tough enough to hold the carapace on the body. So it's unrolled. You could probably get a good 20-25 small blankets
Holy crap.
that could fit maybe one person.
Frick, it's a... Wow.
That is both more and less than you expected from it, as without the bag of holding before, you weren't able to carry as much, so you had to make do with what you had, which was the cart, or the sled that you had created.
Yep.
Are you guys going? Are you guys staying? What are you guys doing?
We're going.
So I somehow have all that Remora's hide inside the bag of holding.
If you'd like to put it in there, you can. If not, you can leave it on the sled.
I'm just gonna keep it in the bag of holding somehow with the 25 cubic length capacity.
Okay.
This is the
Yeah. Gronda's gonna do what the other people are doing. He's on the fence.
On the fence?
Yes, I'm on the fence. I constructed it on my sled. Sure.
I was going back.
To the city?
Yeah.
Hey. Hello.
I guess we're going back to the city.
Okay. That means I didn't have to roll a stealth check. Oh, if you guys all stayed, I was gonna have just sneak away.
So all of you are making your way back to the city.
Kept
Yep.
one.
Okay. You make your way back to the city itself. The hour walk turns into maybe 20-minute sled ride. As you reach the gates, you can see a number of people helping others walk from shelter to shelter. Many have bandages of some kind, some slightly charred limbs, others missing certain limbs. There are a number of people seemingly very, very somber, sad, as they've likely lost people. Others trying to help those that they can. It seems the city itself has set up a number of tents and shelters for people to stay in. There are a number of people opening their homes to those that do not have them anymore. And you can truly see the extent of the damage now. You can see massive spots where the creature's claws had laid into the street. And you can see where it had walked, and see where it had stood and placed its hands upon other buildings to hold itself taller. Looking down at those here, you can see a number of people that seem to glance at you all as you return, but don't seem to pay you any more mind than their own problems. They're helping. A simple glance, and then right back to what they were doing. You can see a few guards patrolling, a number of them helping as many people as they can. A number of them standing guard at different tents. And one thing that catches your eye is a familiar armor display. You see, with the armor comes memories of talks and interactions. The noble family that had asked you all for help. Or at least the noble son asking for your assistance in finding his mother's brooch. You can see that his personal guards, the ones that seem to always be with him, are also helping. However, you don't see the other noble family guards. These personal guards of this noble family seem to be helping move heavy blocks to the edge of the city to help with the rebuild, some helping as they have medical knowledge. They seem to be helping with a few of the injured. There are a number of doctors that are helping them as well and asking for assistance from them. It seems all hands on deck for the city. Though it seems that most of the destruction happened far before you all had gotten here. This is just the remnants of the cleanup. It's a very depressing scene. Somewhat disappointing for such a beautiful city to now be in shambles. But looking around, it seems that the city itself is still alive. For the most part. Though maimed.
It's not gonna even look at the others or even speak a word and jump on Rovan and just dash forward away from the group.
Yeah, I was just gonna kind of start working on whatever is happening around here, whether it's cleanup or bandaging or whatever else.
May, who doesn't want anything to do with the people or her and everything, uses Odil's escape as something to keep her mind off of it. So she just follows. She chases after Odile and Roban.
All right, let's split the party. Woohoo!
What else do we do?
I guess I'm gonna be the one to ask it.
At least anytime we're in a city.
Is the Tiefling Horde part of the destroyed area?
Yeah, I want to know that too.
Is Jericho's shop part of the
Yeah.
destroyed area?
That's what I'm on my way to find out is where's Jericho, where's Stone, and where's the Tiefling.
What's his name?
I
We
want
thought it was his name, but I couldn't
We
remember.
don't know. No one has asked.
No, we
Nobody-
did.
No,
We
he
did.
didn't. He
Yes, I
didn't give an
did.
answer though.
No, he did because he was like, my parents were very high
Oh,
achievers.
Duke!
Duke, yeah, it was like
Yeah,
Duke or
okay.
something.
I would not have remembered without that, thank you.
My question is can May keep up
It's
with
Lord.
me? Lord.
Ah, dang it, it's so close.
Lord. I wrote that down in pen. Everything else is in pencil. That is the only thing I've ever marked in pen. Wow. Emphasis on remember the note. Glendale doesn't know the name though. Mm. This is good.
Wait, what's
He's-
Dwindle doing?
Dwindle's
Yeah.
going to the Tiefling Horde. Or the remains of such building.
Alrighty. Trying to keep up with me.
Well, Nyla, I would like you to make medicine checks at advantage. I want you to make a medicine check at advantage to help out. Since
Sounds
you are
good.
helping, you'll be getting assistance as well from the doctors and soldiers that are helping.
Yeah. Good thing it's an advantage. That is a 22 instead of a nat 1.
May and Odile, you are running to see Jericho and Stone. Funny enough, that area of the city is almost untouched simply because of where it is. It is, if I'm not mistaken... Actually, I've got my notes. Hold on.
Show us the
Yeah.
map.
Well, I'm concerned about Stone because his house was near one of the walls, one of the borders.
Stone's home was
The
in the...
Goliath?
Stone's home is in the far northeastern/eastern part of the city. Jericho's workshop is in the far southeastern part, alongside the rest of the blacksmith.
Would she get destroyed? No, the dwarf got destroyed.
Yeah, it would be like the northwest, right?
Oh.
It seems that a lot of the northwestern part of the city was destroyed.
Well, what more can a Goliath want? To die by a dragon is an honorable death.
Where are you?
Right?
However, the north part of the city was not all that was destroyed, as a good portion of the current mayor of the city, whose family lives atop the center of the city, it seems a good portion of the top of his home was smashed through. And I do not mean as in the dragon landed on top and crushed it. It looks like the dragon deliberately flew through it. Which threw debris. Dwindle, as you reach the Tiefling's Horn, not only do you pass by a number of buildings that have large pieces of stone thrown into the roofs, into the sides of the walls, and so on. You see that sitting outside at one of his tables is a familiar tiefling.
Oh, yay. He's alive.
The Tiefling's Horn, however, is somewhat damaged. About a quarter of the building is smashed in by a piece of rubble that was thrown from the Lord's home.
Is just gonna park the sled and just sit at the table in silence.
Okay.
And it's just gonna, yeah.
Lord doesn't seem as jovial as he usually is. He seems quiet. He doesn't look depressed, and he doesn't look angry or anything like that. He simply looks... It's almost like an empty look in his face. Slightly annoyed, maybe, on his face. But he doesn't say anything. Simply sits there with you. May and Odile, you can see that Jericho's shop is still standing. Doesn't look like there's any damage to this side of the city. Jericho, however, is not at his shop. Looks like it's closed. Stone's home is still standing, still atop its small hill right against the wall. Doesn't look like there's any damage at all. Looks like a little bit of snow has fallen on his small hill, but it looks like it's been taken care of at least while you were gone. Stone seems to be sitting outside on one of his log chairs, looking out over the city. Notices you and May.
I'll go up to Stone.
A fun question. Do any of us have to roll deception? Because of guilt? Okay, good. I was gonna fail that. Oh, hard.
Yep.
I go up to Stone. You doing okay?
May's just gonna stand awkwardly with Rovan if Rovan hasn't followed her.
I'm still on Rovan. What you talking about?
On Rovan?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
just
almost always
hanging out?
on Rovan. Almost always.
I seem to be fine. My city, however, seems to not be. And I don't have the physical strength that I used to help. But I'm fine.
I'm glad you're okay. It would be. How long ago did the dragon leave?
Maybe a week.
We're a week behind, guys!
Oh no. It's like I said, it's a lot faster, Vanessa.
Woo! Have you seen Jericho?
I have.
Oh.
Jericho stopped by after the attack and made sure I was alright.
He's alive. Okay, good.
I believe he's helping the other smiths to make tools for those rebuilding.
That would make sense. Perfect sense. Do you need anything? Because I wouldn't suggest trying to leave your house anytime soon.
I need nothing. You said that you had met another Goliath on your travels.
Yes. Based on your resemblance, I would say maybe a grandson or a nephew? I could be wrong. But it was Stofan.
If you plan on returning anytime soon, could you check on them?
Oh, believe me, they'll be my first stop in Crows.
Understood.
Would you like me to give them a message or anything?
No. No, just check on them.
I can do that.
Beyond that, I have nothing. Nothing to do, nothing to say. Happened very fast.
It all was fast. At least you're here. At least you're okay.
There are many less fortunate than I, so.
What there is that we've seen so far. I needed to check on you and Jericho and Lord first before I tried to do anything else. Okay. We will let you be. I will come and see you again before we leave, though. Okay?
If that is what you want to do.
And you know I gotta take care of you. No one else around here does. Well, Jericho does, but still.
Be safe on your travels.
I will. You be safe here in your home. You should be safe for now. For now. Odd starts going away towards the city. Odd looks over at May. Do you still have the head on you?
That was the card.
Yeah, she hasn't like let it go. Like she has it at her side. Like
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how frosted is this thing?
I have no idea.
Odd's gonna look at May, look at the head. Okay, we're gonna continue looking for Jericho, but we're going to the headquarters to drop that off.
You're in the wrong city for that.
Yeah, but they can hold it for us until we leave.
Don't you think they're gonna have questions asking, "Hey, why do you have a humanoidish head?"
Considering they know what we were doing in the first place? No, I don't. And plus, they're way more concerned about the dragon. Plus, all we're doing is asking them to hold it for us somewhere in their inventory for evidence or whatever until we can move it back to Crows.
Look, I know it sounds like a really good idea, but why can't I just hold on to it? It's
Yeah.
fine. It's not hurting anybody. I'm the one holding it. It's not like it's your problem.
Odd turns to the nearest bystander to see if they're making a face towards May.
And May like offers it up to Odile, just showing her like, "Hey, there's no problem with it. It's just a head."
Monstrosity's head. Yeah, sure.
There are a few small stairs, but it seems most everybody is distracted.
You're lucky right now everybody's in grief. Why don't we just put it in a sack or something? The thing's ugly to look at. And I've seen ugly.
I gotta skin the skin of the creature or the beastmaster in a sack. I offered the sack to put the head in. But no!
Why would we need a sack? It's a trophy. That's not what
Data
Mace
sack
said.
time.
Mace was like, okay,
Public
fine.
Odd then
I'll put it in the
continues
sack.
back to the blacksmiths to try to find Jericho to talk to him.
The blacksmith area of the city seems to be silent, strangely enough. You hear from guards as you enter the area that this portion of the city is closed mostly due to the fact that all of the smiths are away from their shops. All of them are towards the north end of the city, helping with the wall, trying to craft tools, put together tools. It doesn't take a whole lot for them to create them, as it's just shaping the stone and such. But even then, most of it has already been made and is being distributed to the guards and anyone that's working up there. They're also helping themselves as well, due to their physical builds as smiths.
I'm sorry, all I can imagine now is a massively muscled, got small goblin.
He's not massively muscled, but he's pretty built. He's got a, it's almost like a dad bod kind of build, where he doesn't look toned or anything like that, but he is physically built.
While walking towards that direction, I'm gonna look at me and go, wait, what? Are you following me? Isn't Nyla your person? I got Eddie. Eddie's right here. Yeah, Eddie's right here.
Have to look around for the spirit.
I'm just dragging him around.
I can just imagine him purposely deciding to show himself to like one person every 500 just to freak them out. Just
May being. This is a no. She doesn't mean to do this, by the way. Don't feel bad. But she just looks at Odile after she's like, Nyla's your person, and she just kind of gets like a cat, you know, with when their fur gets raised. And she's gonna look at her and be like, you know what, Odile? Fine, I get it. I'm not your favorite person in the world. But what else am I supposed to do? And she's just gonna puff off in a fit with the head that's in a sack that she's still carrying on it with its horn in her hand, and the head's basically still out of the bag. She just has the.
I wasn't saying that. Like,
She's just
I know I'm your favorite person. What did
And
I
she just
have to look at
puffs off.
Eddie? Do I was just asking a simple question. She never goes off with me, so I'm curious.
I've only
Oh well,
recently met
she's
you all.
going the other direction though, so.
I've only recently met you all. I have no idea what your interpersonal relations are like.
2 weeks to realize how much of a crap show he just hopped into.
Ready.
2
Poor
weeks.
Eddie, you're still invisible to everybody else, right?
Of course. I have no reason to
Okay,
share
good.
myself with anybody else.
Good. Let them think I'm crazy. Well, Eddie, I guess it's just me, you, and Rovan. Good boy. Now, Jericho, where are you? Taking too long to find you.
I've added the golden claw to your inventory as well.
Ooh.
No. Thank you.
Part of me really wants to look into the inventory because I have content sharing on, so I could look up what the item does. But I shall keep quiet.
So, but
It's like reward.
for the rest of the day, or at least the rest of the evening, the guards continue their work. Nyla continues to help with the injured. May, in a fit, has walked off. Odile and Eddie, also confused, but continue. Dwindle, sitting with Lord. Each of you are able to do as you wish within the city for the evening.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it to procure a forge and iron?
At this moment, pretty difficult, considering any and all means of smithing is mostly closed, and a lot of materials are being used to mend armor that's been lost and destroyed or outright melted, to try and help those within the city to basically repair. You all.
I got 4 javelins.
Mm-hmm.
Would that, I actually have 6 javelins. Would that be enough metal for 4 wheels?
I would say it would probably be enough for 1.
We'll go to there.
Just because of the fact that javelins are very small, because they're meant to fly easily and they're not supposed to be heavy, so. But
Dope.
you all, being how you are and who you know, all reconvene at the Tiefling's Horn. Where you're all met with another familiar face. The heir to the Tarkin family.
Yay.
All you see is Aj slowly walk behind Eddie, forgetting he's invisible.
Just... This is such a horrible event! trying to hide behind Eddie the ghost, and he
No one
doesn't
else can see
reveal
Eddie.
himself, so she's just looking like this.
I'm on robot,
Oh.
hiding behind you. I'm hiding behind you.
Tarkin here or something?
Trying to hide behind nothing.
The Tarkin's family heir sits at one of the tables. He seems to be reading over some papers as you all enter.
I didn't see him walk in, did I?
You would have. You and Lord were here at the Tiefling's Horn. And that depends, because it would have been a few hours after you all had arrived that he actually walked in. So I would have said if you were still with Lord throughout the evening, you would have seen him walk in while you were both inside. And he's already told you that he doesn't want issues, he has no problems, nothing like that. He just wants to talk to you all. And he doesn't seem hostile. He just...
Why would he?
Yeah, why would he? He seems a lot more calm and less haughty than he usually is as well in your interactions. So...
Just, he will mention one thing. We killed him. We got the Beastmaster. Frick, those are his only words. So this is utter silence next to Lord this entire time. And this is gonna leave it at that. He's not even gonna really respond. He
seems...
has placed a bag of he has handed a small bag of 10 platinum to Lord, though.
Alright. Well, it doesn't seem that he responds. He simply sits and he nods, acknowledging it, but he doesn't seem to take the platinum right away. He sets a few papers out on the table, and he seems to just wait, quietly, not wanting to disturb Lord or you, just simply sitting. And the Tiefling's Horn being the place this party resides,
I gave
each of
10
you...
platinum to Lord.
Oh, to Lord.
Why would I give the freaking noble platinum? He's got more gold than all of us combined.
Well, Lord takes it and is fine setting it aside. He doesn't say anything.
He knows what I want. And he probably knows why I'm giving him as much as I'm giving him.
Well, Lord knows I, as a DM, have no fucking clue.
Neither do I.
Well, bartender's choice, I suppose.
Oh no, it's not for that. No, if Pete looks confused, repairs, boarding, and the strongest frickin' alcohol you still have left, if any.
The bar side of the tavern was not damaged.
Oh, thank goodness.
Half of the sitting side was. And a small portion of 1 or 2 rooms. But otherwise, it seems fine for the most part. A little chilly, but he's got his central bonfire going. He's cleared that area out to try and help keep the warm in, at least.
And it would have helped the repairs if...
The repairs are going to take a while, as the building itself needs to be rebuilt, but he is happy with what little help he has gotten overall, and right now nobody can do anything with that piece of rubble in the way, so... Because it's not a small piece of rubble either. It is a small portion of the actual mayor's manor here. It is just like the other portions, slightly sizable. It's enough to tear down a good portion of this building. So they're trying to find a way of
pickaxe.
Yep, they're trying to find a way to chip at it slowly without destroying any more of the building due to structural integrity. But you all filter in. You all filter in to the Tiefling's Horn, coming back to where you all rest your head to see the heir to the Tarkin's family sitting in one of the tables, looking over papers. And as you all enter, he seems to look to you all as Odile attempts to hide.
Long time no see. And May's gonna go take a seat in front of him.
It's been about a month.
Can see. I see your soldiers helping around
Yes.
town. Very noble of you.
Well,
Great way to redeem yourself.
the rest of the noble families have scattered, so I figured I might as well help out where I can.
A little surprised. By scattered, did you mean they left the city?
Yes. One
Most
of the
fitting, thinking,
one of the families went to Golderton. The other 2, I believe, went towards Freyant.
Ah,
So,
Had a player-wise, hey, we don't have to tell people about the dragon.
right?
Just gonna be scared into the eyes of a noble.
So what are you doing here anyways? It's not like you. To be here alone, unprotected.
Honestly,
Also,
I
hate to
am
tell you.
always under protection, so no need to worry about that. Thank you.
Really sorry to say that we didn't really have the time to find your brooch.
Well, due to the attack on the city, at this moment I'm not necessarily worried about it. I'm sure that it will turn up, hopefully.
Fully
Show
indeed.
up. However, I do have a question for you all. Are you all alright?
What?
Ma just pokes her head out from behind Eddie going, did you really just say that?
Just trying. You do know he can't see Eddie, right? You're hiding behind nothing.
I slowly turn to Dwindle go, oh yeah. Taps on Rovan's head. Rovan backs up, goes behind Dwindle. Back.
Dwindle is not wearing his armor.
Oh, doesn't care.
No, he's always wearing his armor. He's out in the open, not wearing armor.
Oh. Oh. What do you mean, though? Are we okay?
Exactly as I asked. Are you all okay?
How many people are in the bar? Is it just us and Lord?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we'll recover. Mentally, it's a far different matter.
Instead of answering now, it's gonna go over and get a shot from the bar.
I assume 100 gold is enough to pay for anything at the bar.
With change.
Alright, just a bit. Got it.
Maybe a couple of shots.
He then seems to set the papers down. Well, you didn't find the brooch, but you all returned safely from the frozen wastes in one piece. And with everything going on, I'm sure this will sound slightly selfish or out of time, but you survived the frozen wastes, and as I said, came back in one piece with extra, as I've seen, looking to Dwindle, who's placing down 100 gold pieces for drinks, and Odile, who has the bracelet on, and May, who has the head in a sack.
Trip.
Oh, it's sitting on the table, by the way. When she sat down, she just tossed it on the table.
Just looks at his drink. For some respect, he just cleaned this.
My request is simple. I plan on staying to help the city. Clean it up. Fix whatever needs to be done. I'm in talks with the mayor, and he looks down at the paper about a number of things that I can throw money around to help with. I plan on using the Tarkin's family animals to try and help as well.
Oh. Oh crap. That just brought up an entirely different thing. Oh shoot. Is the egg okay? Oh no!
Oh, the animals
Oh
explode?
crap!
Oh no.
Oh no! I completely forgot about the dragon egg!
Oh.
Ah crap!
I ask.
What?
I think Dwindle and Nyla are the only ones that technically know about it. Are y'all bringing anything up about it?
Yes, I know about the dragon eggs. They're thinking. Oh.
Funny enough, Dwindle and Nyla,
Mhm.
you both would have recognized the egg. Or at least what was left in the vault. The eggshell.
Oh.
So now you know what it is.
It just starts sweating. I got a little, swallows just splashing. This edge of your fine. Pets down below. There's... And after a certain experience,
Oh shit. I gotta go, guys.
is that
Mhm.
feed okay?
I'll stay and watch on Twitch and stuff though.
Okay.
Just
Alright,
text
have a
out.
good night. Sorry about
Text
that.
out.
Yep.
So text us what you are, and we'll relay it for you.
Okay. I wonder if I can just mute. I'm just gonna mute myself in here, and then I'll just listen here. It'll work, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you text anything, we'll say it for you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Alright, guys. See you in text.
Okay.
Woo!
Then we can go right back to that screen. Wonderful. Get Wispy up and running again. Here we go.
Yep.
My request is simple. Possibly selfish in the eyes of others. But before you all left, I offered sponsorship. I will not force this matter, but if you'd like to take it, you may use the Tarkin's name. However, we need help here, and I cannot do it by myself. So I ask that you take the sponsorship and help to spread information about what I'm doing here in Crestia to try and get some help from people outside.
We were gonna do that anyways. But,
I just turned to you like, we were.
I don't really know what you guys are doing. I was planning on going straight to Flaming Broth. to warn that dragons like gold. Women bros must be warned.
What else
Okay.
to
what
do?
kind of
Not warn
potion?
the rest of the world? That was me.
Yeah. Where was I?
That's
I
interesting.
lost.
Well, if that's the case, I cannot offer much, as most of my resources will be here, helping. My guards, my work, all of it. But I can offer enough, I believe. If you are in need of me at any point during your travels, then what I can offer is most cities have some small form of my family's pet shop. If you were to go into them and ask for help, my people could offer information, recommendations on places to stay, possibly even recommendations, if necessary, for work or anything like that within the city that may help in your cause or whatever it is that you are doing in that moment. Basically, I am trying to offer help as much as possible. I cannot offer many resources, but I can offer help in other ways. For right now, the resources would be slim. I could possibly spare a few gold here and there for you all if you need. I could help try and get these smaller resources such as information or more, but I just ask that in return for that, you try and get people to come back here to help us, at least until the city is built again.
Like I said, we were gonna do that anyway.
Sorry for the horrible timing or the dragon in the room. Which way did it go? Which direction?
Oh, I saw a notification from Kiv is all.
Oh.
The direction that it went is related to what happened. If you all would like to know, we can sit and I can tell you what happened after it landed. But short, it's flying to Freyend.
Oh. Just looks even more depressed in his worn down clothes.
May's saying, "Why do you say that? Why would it fly there?"
Friant and Goldaton are the two largest kingdoms in Grandiasha as a whole. Friant happens to be both closer, technically, and though Goldaton is very well off, Friant technically is much more magically advanced. That includes magic as a whole, magic items, magic tomes, magic armors, magic weaponry, magic everything.
And more blood gems.
I don't believe blood gems would be there, but I do know that Friant has to use a lot of gems for their magic. Dwindle, you would know that Friant is one of the largest gem buyers or gem buying kingdoms in the world, as not only is it close to Flammenbroth, they are very much magic users, and magic uses a lot of resources, including gems and crystals that are very expensive. In a city full of magic comes valuable things. So, the dragon has taken it upon themselves to go searching for valuables. And Friant lights up.
It's not like Flaming Props, it's on this way there. Friend and Flimmerbuff could drive back the dragon, right? And word from Kim, we're going to go with hers. So what she said, not what you offered is enough. No, what you offered is enough, Lord Tarkin. What you are doing here is beyond what I thought you capable of. The help will help us out later, doing what we're going to do anyways. Why do you say that? Why would you fly there? I wonder how long it'll take to get there. There isn't any way that the dragon would know about it, right? Oh. It seems like the dragon stayed in the vault. Catch dragons out of the bag.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, who cannot see the text track, she is freaking out now, knowing what she did.
Todd's now just looking at May like, are you
Face
kidding
just
me?
go. Dwindle's fans going. Who's that?
I gotta say this in person. I'm sorry. Oh, what I meant to say was she's gonna look around at Dwindle and Odd and just like there's nobody in here, right? Like there's nobody in the. Okay.
Except Lord.
She's
And-
gonna like
and
look
his
seriously
protection.
at Tarkin before saying, "Shit. We didn't know it was there, and it bombarded us." When I say us, I meant me. It was all my fault. They had
No,
nothing to do with it.
no, 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 no. Shut up.
You're causing a hole. Don't make it worse. Don't
Long
make it a bigger
story
hole.
short,
We found what
we would.
looked suspiciously like an egg we found in your vault. In the vaults in the middle of the frozen wastelands.
Aye.
Oh, yeah, just go with her story. Yeah. Okay.
Long story short, the dragon's out of its bag. We, in the ruins that we were paid to or sent to explore, we found the vault room. And after us spending a while in there, woke something up that none of us had any knowledge of being there. And we fled for our lives.
He says, it's not like we knew dragons were still around.
Speak for yourself.
We didn't even know it was a dragon till it burst out of the ruins, destroying half of. It destroyed a full-on tower of the castle. The frozen castle. It destroyed half of it. It's full-on tower, just in its rage. And if it wasn't for that snowstorm, I've been regretting it ever since, every day, every moment of our escape. And I wish we would just, all of us would have died. Same time, who knows if that would have killed its rage. And it would have probably gone on its tyrant anyways.
I doubt that anybody really plans for a dragon. And as much as it bothers me that two of you have apparently been in my personal animal vault, I can safely say, since this has happened, the egg down there is for show. It's not real. I had a high elf that has lived long enough and traveled, who happens to be an artist, replicate a dragon egg for me so that it would catch people's eye when they were shopping. However, Now, it sounds like you all would like to fix something that you regret. So it sounds like we have a matching ideal.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, you just had that open your mouth.
Again.
What I try? I plan to at least. There's no way we can kill a dragon.
I don't plan to make you all kill the dragon. Nor do I plan on doing anything towards that dragon at this moment. We now have matching ideals. I wish to fix something I regret, my family's name. You all wish to fix something you regret, the dragon's appearance. I ask, now that we're on equal footing, that you understand my position. This want to fix something, this want to reprimand a decision made, to repair one's honor and fix the problem that one has created. It seems that we all understand each other very well now. So, do you all wish to work with me to fix this city, to fix other cities that may have taken on damage from this creature? And to kill a dragon?
Where's everybody looking?
It was just looking down at his cup.
I don't care about your money or your reputation. I just don't want a reputation, and I'm gonna try to fix this either way.
It's just shaking her head no behind Philbon and behind her door.
I don't know what the rest of them are gonna do. I don't know. I have an idea how they feel. But I know my limitations. There's no way in the Nine Hills am I going to kill a dragon. No way in the Nine Hills we're gonna be able to. No.
I
We need
don't
to fight
believe
one
that.
that can.
I don't believe that. I believe you all could. Not now, but you can. I, on the other hand, cannot, as I am not going to do that. I will help with any kind of repairs that you all wish me to help with, but I will not throw myself in front of a dragon. I can throw money at it, though, if you wish. So, I don't believe that right now is the best time to try and kill it. However, it seems you all know where it sleeps, or at least returns to sleep.
That meme's horrible. That meme. It is absolutely horrible. All I'm gonna do, of the rest of you, looks to Odile, May, whatever.
Oh, whatever.
May,
So-
Odile.
So wait, who's taking the deal?
We're going to have to do it eventually, anyways. This is our problem, our debt to pay. As much as they don't seem to want to do it, somebody's going to have to. It's our fault. We need to stand up and do it. And May's gonna pick up her head and walk out the door. Goodbye.
It makes two of us, then.
Yeah, we're gonna fix this problem. We're gonna die trying.
3. Look,
I
God.
just glares at you. Like,
Fine, we're gonna fix this problem where I'm gonna die trying.
oh, I'm gonna fix the problem, but I'm not doing it with his name.
Oh,
Or
me neither.
any noble's name.
Me neither. Like I said, I don't care about the money or the reputation. I want to fix this problem. I don't see how they're gonna help us.
Didn't he say not to really do it in your name, but tell and he asked us to send people and tell what his family is doing up top? Yeah, in Crestia.
I take no credit for your kills. That blood is on your hands, whether it be animal, person, or something in between.
Throwing your name around still is a cut. And I'm not doing it. I won't be using any noble's names. Takes a quick glimpse at Eddie and then looks right back like microsecond.
He's not noble. He's royalty. Different.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use it either. The less people who know who I am, the better.
Yeah.
As I said,
Pulls out a pen.
I have no worries of your reputations. I don't care. I don't take credit for your kills. You don't take credit for my help. All I ask is that you take what I offer and you allow me to grow the reputation of my name so that my family's name is done, redone, rebuilt, reframed. However, not in the way that you're thinking. I ask that you send people here so that they can see that the Tarkans are helping. You can kill whatever creatures, whatever monsters, whatever monstrosities, whatever demons, creatures, fiends, celestials, gods, I don't care. Do whatever it is you wish to do, but give me credit for the things that I'm doing. Let people hear what I'm doing. All you use my name for are the few resources that I can offer. As I said, I can't offer anything truly materialistic right now. But I can offer information, discounts, places to stay, little things. That's all my name is for. You won't be throwing it around with give me credit for your kill, someone else's kill, someone else's job, your job. You simply are an extension of me if you go out under my sponsorship. You point them towards me while I do this here. You wouldn't want to throw my name around anyway at this moment. Considering my family's reputation, using my name would actually probably get you kicked out of a few places. But the few places you can use my name are places that you can trust.
Face to face. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you haven't exactly proven yourself trustworthy.
Well, by the sound of things, you all seem to be either against nobility, being hunted, or walk around with heads in sacks. So,
By the way, Dwindle has taken the sack now. She has left it alone for a moment. It's in his possession.
so,
She brought the sack with her, the head. You think she'd leave that somewhere where you can have it? No.
Mine! I have possession of it! Ha
on top of that, our first meeting was due to one of your own sneaking into one of my meetings after trying to snoop around my shop. If anything, I'm going out on a limb to fully trust you all the way that I have. As I said,
Back in.
I don't care what you do. Take credit for your own. But this hostility is now one way, as I no longer harbor any ill will, any distrust, nothing. I am going out on a limb. As this city does not have the resources to rebuild itself, I have to use my own.
I'll do it. I'm not gonna use your name for really too much. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a correspondent. Now, it might be a bit difficult with the situation, but I'm going to try and keep in touch with him her, it. And as long as I hear that you are continuing to do as you say, I will continue to. I will say what you're doing out here. Your organization is aiding in the city in helping, which is what you want. But in the end, we can only do so much, as words speak little compared to the actions of one.
That is true.
Now, if you excuse me, I have had a massive lack of alcohol in my system, and I need to remedy that immediately.
Well,
Going to drink a lot.
he then
And
looks
fall asleep.
over to Odile, Nyla, watches dwindle for a moment.
They can do what they want, but I don't want your help.
Odd has now scooched over behind Nyla. Now that Dwindle's left, she's like,
Yeah, except now it's also gonna get up and walk over to the bar.
scoots behind Eddie for a second, then goes, stop, looks at him. Goes away. It's one way to make Odd be quiet, but put a noble in front of her.
He seems to watch as you all walk off, before looking down at his papers and grabbing them, then standing.
He wasn't gonna have us sign anything, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It doesn't look like he has anything that he needs you all to sign. He simply stands. We didn't start off on the greatest of terms. He's kind of just talking out loud at this point, as he knows that you all are either drinking, not paying attention, or maybe you are. But he pauses.
I was
for a
gonna watch him,
moment.
but like from this, like side eye him, not actually looking directly at him.
Actually, he's going to reach into his bag and place a piece of what looks like to be of the Remora's hide in his hands. Enough for two-person blanket, roughly. And just walks away. Fireproof blanket.
He kind of holds it in one of his arms as the papers are in the other. We really didn't start on the greatest of terms. However, I always was bad at first impressions. So, I hope you all have a safe journey wherever you go. If I do not see you before you leave, I have things I need to get to work on to rebuild the city. But
Odd clicks for a second into like her little small bit of a humanity towards him and goes, "Wait, your family, are they okay?"
thankfully, I am the last remaining Tarkins, which means I am no longer the heir. I am simply the family head of the Tarkins family.
Just slowly raises the drink. Good or bad, I don't know.
This means that without hindrance, I can finally show you all that I truly am trying to reframe the Tarkin's name. And he begins walking out. As he's about
He's
to
going
exit,
to follow him.
he kind of lifts the 2 blankets up with his one arm. I'll be sure that these get to people who need them. And he steps outside.
Just mutters under her breath, "You're noble. I will never trust you. You never had a chance."
Does Dwindle hear that? Question mark? Yes? No? How loud are you doing it?
I'm whispering it.
He doesn't hear anything. Is going to walk out with him.
Yeah, because you're already away from me, so I don't know who's standing next to me or anything.
Nyla's probably just sitting at the bar, like staring at her drink.
He's just gonna stand outside with him a bit. They'll come around or they won't come around. But
Yummy.
I already have a need of your, if possible, influence.
He stops as a carriage pulls up. His carriage. He looks to Dwindle, slightly curious, but what do you mean?
I'm in desperate need of a forge in metal for improving upon necessary for transportation.
What do you
Second.
require?
I'm starting doing the math. Depends on how much iron you can procure and how long we're staying. Second, pulls out a letter. Just holding it. Are you able to get mail to Flimbroth?
I doubt that they will accept an outsiders, but if you're from Flammenbroth, then you can
You
get it
just
there.
need to get it to the door.
I can do that.
Offers it looks pretty heavy. It's a set of parchment looks pretty heavy. And on it is a symbol. Half of it is that what looks like the top of a fire, blazing fire. Top of the so it's a circle. Half of it looks like it's a blazing fire. Below it is a forge, decorated, and it looks as if it was a snowflake. The official crest of the Snow Rage family. We'll get it through the door.
He takes the letter. He nods. I can have a courier send it.
Yep. Iron on the forge. And I'll spread word.
Thank you.
But honestly, this is coming from a dwarf. Family name lasts a long time with a reputation. Sometimes it can be redeemed. Other, it is sometimes to wage anew. If you truly mean to return your name, the Talk-On name, to out of good standing, your actions will prove louder, and no good deed over the course of a long time goes unnoticed. It just walks away.
He watches you walk off. And as you head back into the Tiefling's Horn, you hear the carriage roll off.
Is just looking to the Lord. What are you gonna do? Silently stare at us. I love it.
Oh, no, I was just fixing something. Since May left. There we go. 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 Okay. Wonderful. Got it all up and running. Oh, that looks kind of funny. There we go. Nope. Too much. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Anyway. What'd you ask?
What you can do now? The Lord.
Well, honestly, I have no idea, my friend. I'm probably just going to rebuild, fix things up, maybe make them look nicer than they did before. But other than that, I have no idea.
Not. Can we trust you to not listen bit of information?
Well,
Go
my
out?
friend, I can safely say I have no real attachment to this city, so whether you all released it or not, it's not my problem. My problem is rebuilding my tiefling's horn. And, what happens in the tavern stays in the tavern.
Not. Something strong, please. Very strong.
Of course. And you all drink into the night. Well, most of you do.
The monster slayer. How long are we going to stay here in the city?
Oh, I need to get my hands on a forge and fix something on robots.
I have. Using our relation, or at least my relation, none of you really seem to trust the lad who's trying to do good. As it may be in your eyes, to procure a forge and iron and steel.
You're joking.
I am dead serious. I am making my wonderful sled, not a sled, but an armored weapon of mass steel. And is going to move on ground like a wagon. And I'm thinking, lots of steel, a place for me to sleep and make a little portable forge right in the center, so I can sleep next to the forge while we're on the road. And I'm thinking on top, a ballista, full on.
Wendell's saying all this, and Odd's gears are just turning on how to make this go. Ooh, this is interesting. Actually, if you tried this
with
or
an
that.
armored front gear with eye holes, and then for the tall folk, just had to make it so you guys can somewhat accessible, make it move in there. You know, I can have so much more space if it was dwarf-sized. I made
just
it
thought that goes
so you
in it.
guys can shoot a bow or some type of arrow, like arrow
That's-
slits.
I have
I'll,
arrows.
I'll find a different place to get a forge.
I need to get another goat or 2 or 3. 6 goats should be enough to pull it.
Odd just turns and looks at Dwindle, going, well, "Why don't you just go ask your new friend?" Starts storming off out of the tavern, leaving all 3 drunkards behind.
He's not a friend yet.
Actually,
Yes,
now that I think about it, May stormed off as well, so...
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
She
she
went over
went to the bar.
Yeah, she went to the bar to start drinking too.
Interesting.
Yeah. So all three of them are at the bar drunk, and
Yeah.
Odd's the only one sober, like always.
Designated driver of the sleigh.
Yes. The smallest one shall be the driver.
Always going to be.
But I stormed out of the tavern.
Is going to drunkily start drawing it on some parchments or adding to his designs.
Okay.
And because I can't draw it, it's gonna look good and just like a drunkard drawing it.
I assume you're storming off to your room.
No,
Rather
I
than-
stormed outside.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you all continue.
Nyla probably went up to the room with her drinks after a short time.
Okay. You all
Time to roll the D100.
continue. You're drinking, you're thinking, you're sleeping or otherwise into the night. With
99.
the idea of the dragon looming over your heads, the idea of this city and what has happened to it, what you've seen simply walking through the streets, what you've heard, and what has been offered. Everything culminated, all leading to one place, one thing. You all, as a group, now have another problem on your hands. And with alcohol in your system, or walking about, going to bed, sleep, whatever it is.
Alcohol or
Yes.
rage. One of the two.
Yep.
Or
Alcohol.
Why
both.
not both?
Whatever it is that each of you are using in this moment. No matter what, that guilt that you all have expressed of releasing this dragon remains. And the night sets in. As this episode of Journey of Grandiasha comes to a close. Thank you all, those of you that came for this episode of the Journey of Grandiasha. Thank you for sticking with us, and thank you for watching along. We hope that you enjoyed this episode, and we hope that you will follow the Fireflies again, because you never know what stories they may have to tell, and the wisps around the campfire are always willing to tell a good story. We'll see you in the woods next week. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.